Isn't that a cool view? So who knows where we are based on the friggin' electron. Whoa, isn't that a cool view? I've got to lower my speaker. Based on the electric candle. Who knows where we are? And I had to lower the, I couldn't start with volume because they're playing, over here, they're playing the coolest cool jazz ever. It's like a modern kind of swing out sister type of vibe. It's freaking awesome. But it's probably like all freaking copyright claim activities. So stare at the hot candle a little more. As soon as I haven't been in this place in months, and as soon as I walked in, it said, "You're now connected to our Wi-Fi." Sick. And let's see, got out of the car, it said 115.2, and it's not even the hottest part of the day yet. That's in about an hour. No, it's about an hour. So let me do some lows. Well, let me give you more. Okay, now where are we? You should know by now. This is such a low chair. I don't know. Ugh. I feel like I'm going to be looked down upon. It's better than looking up my nose, huh? Alright, who knows where we are? As I do... Oh, excuse me, I burped that again. The hellos. Tom Mac, Mary Leathers, Janice Q, Phil, what up, bro? Val Marie, Joe Q, Borkenstein, Venus. It's getting hot in here, so hot, take all of you. Oh, I know that song. I might have danced to that on occasion. Let's see, who else? It's 73 in the OC right now. Oh, that is like, that's a perfect summer weather, 73. It's just hot enough for me. 86 at 8 p.m., 83 in Detroit, 79 with Tom Mac. Is that Chris? Not Frank. What's going on? Hey, Frank. Sony. Durango. Nailed it. Great Dane Mom. Wow, all these properties. What's the deal with the pumping of the frickin' scented Lysol? It's just a thing. I would rather hang out. Laren, how you doing? I would rather hang out in the cool bar area back there, but the music is uber loud. I'll take you back there, and we'll go maybe look at the pool or something. It's freaking hot out. I don't even want to look at pools. I don't want to do anything. I know Monday is usually driving chat day. See what I mean? When memory foam dies, it dies a hard death. Because now it's like, in this chair. But I like the Frank Lloyd Wright-esque look. I know today's usually driving chat day. However, I wasn't going to put 40 miles on my car in 150 degree weather. You know, it's just not good for the vehicle. I love my vehicle, so I don't want to beat it the hell up. And I have been putting on like 40 miles during driving chat, so, no. So what does that equate to? That's 160 a month, that's 1,610 months, plus 320. It's almost 2,000 miles a year to do driving chats. Depreciating my vehicle. So yeah, I'm gonna take it a little slow on those, once in a while. Like that funky math I did? I want to get all the hellos. Who else is here? Angie's here. Captain Lope. I said Porkenstein. It's 86 by you, Porkenstein? Damn. Yes, Durango. How you doing, Rose? Tom Helm. Lee. Alright, now everyone is stacking on. Brady, thank you for that super thanks. I do appreciate that. I think that was yesterday. Correct me if I'm wrong. What up, Chanel Fischel, Jim Wolf, The Mighty Bull, Jamie, 88. I wish it was 80. 88 would be almost 40 degrees cooler than it is here. But go ahead and complain about 88. 88 sucks too. Yeah, it's too hot to be driving. Like I said, I don't want to, continue putting mileage on the car for no particular reason. I mean, in the beginning, everyone seemed to be digging it, but then it's like, like then expectations set in, and I'm just like, man, why am I doing this? Da, 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 da. All right, come on. I think that's it. New people, go ahead and drop your name in there so we can say hello to you. What do we got? 102 people. And, of course, I did get some of that coffee. That coffee here, I'll be honest, it's like, all right, that's a little... Man, he cut loose a yawn. Wow, that is getting all of my lungs to smell in here. The music is uber loud out on the property. But I was able to park under, like, a sliver of palm tree. And, I put the shields up on the windows, but 115, I think that might be the high. It'll hit 115. So day 3, shout out day 3 of our heat wave. 5 banana rams from the Mighty Bull. Thank you very much. Very kind. I gotta thank you for that. Yeah, I did get coffee because I just felt like having, I wanted to see actually if their coffee game got any better. The short answer is no. They use the same coffee, I can taste it. The same coffee as Fountain Blue. And Fountain Blue doesn't have good coffee. That's another place we should chill at. Maybe we'll go there this week. But I do plan on checking out the Mirage. But I'll let everyone know in advance when that's going to be. 75 degrees. It's trying around. I wish it would rain here. It's probably not going to rain for like another year over here. I think that maybe it is to cover up the 420 activities, but it is so strong. I mean, it's like you can almost taste it besides smell it. It's kind of harsh. Seems like that bar is a place to be. I see a lot of like singles in there, not just single women, single dudes. They're all just like, it's funny. But I didn't go out and, that coffee's nasty. He's like, come back for a refill. Maybe not. They're nice people. You know what's odd though? It's the same original people that I remember from the day they opened that are still working there. That is highly unusual. You're not having no fires? Yeah, I was thinking about that today, the jackpot situation over at the Mirage. Do you know how minuscule that is compared to how much they made? Like, they made such a big deal of it. Oh, we got $1.6 million we have to give away. You know what that means? I don't trust that math at all. We'll talk about that when I go over to the Mirage and see if we can get kicked out. And I've seen pictures of it. They're just like, ripping down the machine. Like when someone gets off a machine, they're like taking the chair away and shit. It's closing down as people are in there because it's only 9 days? 8 days? So we'll go there the last night too and see if they do the same shit that, what do you call it? Tropicana did. Chris, Nat, and Frank with the 10 banana rounders. We miss everyone. How's the planes doing in the heat? I don't know. I'm not doing too good in the heat. I miss you guys. I really do. So they're saying they have 1.6 million that they have to give away. That doesn't make sense. I don't know the math on that. Because now they're holding all this money in abeyance to be able to pay off, like throughout their history, to be able to pay off all the progressives. It's got to be more than 1.6 million because the average progressive is like 10,000. If it's not being hit, there's some freaking toilet paper math going on over there that it's only 1.6. But should I duck? All right, they got it? All right, cool. All heard a pool ball heading my way. Pool ball. Oh, this coffee's nasty. Look. That is some nasty ass coffee. I don't know what's up with that. Who likes it? Not me. I just don't trust the toilet paper math that they're doing. You know what toilet paper math is, right? I'm like I'm disappearing. I feel like I'm shrinking. Oh, you know what I think? I'm gonna do some maneuvers here. Hold on. I'm literally like, I think they arm roll this putt. I'm gonna take they got it connected with a couple like little bungee shits. I'm gonna take it, the ones next to me. Don't tell them. All right, I gotta get up for this mission. That thing was full of air. Let's do that again. That was fun. I might have to nab another one, but at least I'm not sliding anymore. This guy's coughing up a storm. Where's your mask, bro? Oh, I said the M word. Bruce, what's happening? Should I be concerned? Should I run? Nah, I got a good immune system. Where are we? We are at the Durango Resort and Casino. There's a lot of people in here. There's a lot of locals. We'll take a walk through on the way out, depending on how things go, but it's gonna be like instant demonetization if I move from this area. Over there is, like I was saying, it's the best jazz. I can listen to that jazz all day. It relaxes me. It's just like, yeah. It's like Sade-ish, Swing Out Sister. You know that whole genre of like cool jazz? There's no cool jazz stations anymore. That genre is like gone. Like I said, we peaked as a species in the 90s. Cool jazz was cool in the 90s. Am I gonna continue to drink this? I got some more. Wait, hold on. I put these have aftertaste. Unlike I got the Lantra, whatever, the monk fruit and allulose, artificial sweetener. It's almost like no aftertaste in that stuff. She's like, I see a camera. Chicks love cameras. It's way better than this stuff. I should like bring some with me. Alright, let me check out comments. I thought the chair was, yeah, I know. I still feel like I'm sinking it. I might need a, now I cough because he coughed. I still might need another pillow. Look, bro, what are you guys doing? I heard the Durango is doing good business. Yeah, they're already, they had plans to expand. They had plans that this place was going to be larger before they even opened. So it's like a continuation of their original plan. It wasn't like, hey, we're doing good, let's do something else. It was already on the books, but they opened this place fast. This place was built and opened in under 2 years, which is like unheard of for a casino property. So yeah, they're going to expand. I think they already got approval to do their expansion, but they are doing good business. Remember in the beginning, we spoke to that guy and said we have 5,400 slot video poker machines, and it was like you couldn't even move. There was so many. They haven't touched any of them. which again, like I said, I'm seeing the same people over at the coffee spot, so that's a good sign of financial health, believe it or not, by Las Vegas standards. They haven't removed any of the machines. That's a good sign. However, the waitresses in there, remember they all used to be like solid zeros, you know, they could be like, you know, like showgirl models / not the ones on the strip, but real ones. They were like, you know, solid 8s, size 0s. Not anymore. now they changed a whole different direction. Yeah, Sade, Ricky Lee, I like that whole vibe. It just like, it gets me swaying, you know? It doesn't make me romantical or anything, it just gets me swaying. Allulose and monk fruit, the new superfoods. I wonder if there's an allulose and monk fruit stock or an ETF we can buy. Because the whole world's going to be doing that shit. I did a test. I ate 2 big spoons of it. Like big spoons. It was like eating freaking raw sugar. And I checked my blood sugar before and I checked my blood sugar after. Because, you know, it's right away, you know. Like I checked it a half hour later. And that allulose, I think I went up 2 points. And that could have been anything. That could have just been anomalous behavior from the freaking meter. But for the most part, it did not spike the sugar whatsoever. So yeah, my sugar's been solid. I'm just eliminating sugar. I'm just waiting for this freaking candida to go away. Because it's been there so long. It's been there for like, what, 1.5 years since the surgery. It's being stubborn, you know, because I tested, you know, the spit in the freaking cup test. It's still hanging on. Kind of pissed. Let's see who else. Yeah, Bruce Leslie Melton. Caesars offered some good deals, so we grabbed them. Really, an MGM offered you nothing? It's usually opposite. That's unusual. And soon we will be announcing, I'll invite everyone to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell button in a second, but do it anyway. We will be announcing at least the main event for next year's Braw Nation 2025 get-together. We're all over it. Well, Janice is all over it, and I'm kind of like, Janice got it in hand. So yeah. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna surprise a lot of people. You're gonna be like, no way, and I'm gonna be like, wait. But yeah, I want to put it out now to you know, that way people will start planning their vacations and doing their time off and all the rest of that stuff. So we'll get it out there soon. But this year we're probably gonna have at least 2 events, not just the one and then sort of like, you know, raw dog in the rest of the week. This year we'll probably do at least 2 official events. So yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be hot. Oh my god. Am I still drinking Pellegrino? No. I am off the bubbly water. As much as I liked it and everything, it just wasn't sitting well. I mean, it was sitting well with me, but it wasn't sitting well with my head because I know too much shit. I was thinking, well, how is it possible to ingest carbon dioxide? I mean, you burp part of it up, but some of it's getting in your bloodstream and all the rest of that shit. And, like, I was reading all sorts of stuff about how it jacks up your skin, and, you know, I just wasn't into it. It was a phase, but I didn't research said phase, and I think drinking anything carbonated, all right, CO2, you're ingesting it. You know, I don't care what you say, you're not burping it all out, you're not farting it all out. You know that cows don't fart? Cows do not fart, and they're talking about cow farts ruining the environment, but I digress. They don't fart. Cows do, ask any farmer. Hey Kyle, do cows fart? Did you ever hear one of your cows fart? Never, right? Okay. You're not expelling it all, you're digesting carbon CO2. Like, that's like huffing you know the CO2 pew-pews when you were a kid, you know, you put the little silver thing in, pew-pew-pew, you know, you did all that. All right, so if you just took one and like, it's the same shit. How is that good? It can't possibly be good for you. That's all I'm saying. I just came to that conclusion that it just can't possibly be good for you. Anything carbonated, and bottled water is right up there. I mean, I enjoyed it. I like because I like the ritualized shit. I like the bottles. I like the psst. And it was like Pellegrino, sir. You know, yeah, it's a little flex to it and whatever, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, I prefer having normal skin, because that's the first thing to go. Am I still using the collagen? Yes, every freaking day. And I've had since I started taking collagen, this might be, I know a direct correlation. I don't have any aches and pains that I need to take ibuprofen and aspirin for since I started doing the collagen. And very rarely do I have a headache. But the other night when we went out in that shitty weather, what was that, Saturday night? Holy cow, I had a migraine until the next morning. It didn't go away until the next morning. That was bad, like almost wanted a vomit level migraine. That was pretty bad. But the collagen, yeah, you lived on a farm for 40 years and you never heard of cows don't fart. Prove to me that cows fart. The cows farting, creating global warming. That's why we gotta chemtrail the sky. Bill Gates, that's why you gotta eat bugs. Cows don't fart, and nobody bothers. Why am I the only person who looks into this shit? Why am I the only person who's like, hey Google, do cows fart? Am I the only person who actually gives a shit and researches things? Or does everyone just be like, oh yeah, cows like all day long? You know, bastard cows ruining the environment. Am I the only one? Sometimes I truly feel like I'm the only one who verifies what the mainstream media actually talks about. Or the experts. The experts say cows fart. What? 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 Expert cow fart? Freaking scientist? Anyway. No. Collagen. Yeah, every day. I'm taking one. I'm taking the big bag now, not the one in the original, because that had a lot of other stuff in that, and it was expensive. It had a lot of vitamin D and all this other stuff, and I'm like kind of off the vitamin D for now. And I'll explain why over at bror.com. Also, down in my Amazon below here, I put all the things that I'm doing on the cleanse. I ain't gonna make any money off it. I mean, like minuscule amounts. But I have to say it anyway. Yes, I do. But I got the tocotrienols, I got the mag flush, I got the mullein leaf, and I got the milk thistle that I've been doing my cleanse on. And I'm feeling pretty freaking cleansy. I'm feeling pretty cleansed. Cows burp, especially after they drink excess amounts of beer. I believe that. According to Series, Series are freaking... Series sold out. What is Series spelled backwards? F-E-D. Yeah. Cows burp and fart. No, they don't. I hate when I'm reading the comments and they pop an ad up. It's like, stop. Just stop. Yeah, so go check that out too. And I'll report on it again on brorfredrik.com. Go check me out over there. The date of the explosion, I think, is October 7th, 9th, or 11th. But nobody knows for sure. But that's the buzz right now. So first to second week of October, boom. So I'm gonna invite everyone to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. Gonna be on the sports channel. I got all the links, I got all the stuffs, and again, that's my streaming platform, brorfredrik.com, where we can talk about all the important shit in life, like whether goats fart. No, I found a stock I'm gonna turn everyone on to on the next new segment over at brorfredrik.com is Money Talks, raw and uncensored. Yeah, I found a new one. That's I'm thinking 30% returns steady over the next 5 years, sick returns. Shout out to everyone who got on board with the PLTR, because they clanged the balls of $28 today, and I think I first spoke on that when it was 21, so I'm hoping some of you did real good. Yeah, cows fart when you tip them. You know, I tried tipping a cow once. I don't know about that whole tipping a cow thing. That didn't work. That whole cow tipping didn't work. And what else? What else are we going to talk about? Oh, so the new Money Talk segments. I'm like figuring out, I want to figure out the stuff for the month. That's a mullen leaf. It is like loosening like all this Vegas dirty air out of my freaking lungs. Like every morning, it's just like, ugh. I mean, not to be gross, but it's kind of gross. But I suggest a mullen leaf to cleanse your lungs. Cleansing all of them. All the parts of my body is being cleansed right now. My liver, kidneys, digestive system, lungs, and heart. Can't really cleanse a heart, but that's what the tocotrienols are for. Create new cells in my heart and lungs. Does anyone know what tocotrienols is? It's just a fancy freaking vitamin E. It sounds really cool though. Tocotrinol. And what else? Criminals? What are you talking about? Criminals doing what? Cows? Do bears shit in the woods? I don't know. Maybe they do. Tocotrinol? It's down in the description. It's TOCOTRINIELS, I think. Tocotrinol. No, I forgot an O somewhere. It's down there. It's freaking cheap too. Well, I wouldn't say cheap. It's like $20 for a month or two. I wouldn't take, like they're recommending taking 800 milligrams. I personally, and I'm not a freaking expert, I think that's too much. So I only take one, so it's like a 3-month supply. Yeah, there's not a whole lot left to explode. I mean, that whole thing is being held together with asbestos at this point. So I don't think anyone wants to be around when that thing blows off, and not for a couple days after. I mean, that's going to be like, if the air tastes sweet, call a lawyer. That's all I'm saying. If you happen to be in town when they implode the Tropicana and the air tastes sweet to you, call an injury lawyer immediately, because that's asbestos. So yeah, don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't warn you. So a nice little cocktail waitress came up to me and she's like, "You want water?" And I was just sitting answering some emails and replying to a couple comments, and I was just like, "No, I'm good," because I was gonna go over there. This shit is nasty. Durango, you got the freaking nastiest coffee. Ugh. I mean, it doesn't even taste like coffee. What the hell is that? It doesn't even smell like coffee. I don't know what they're using. That ain't coffee. That's some shit they're growing out back. I don't know. You know how many packs of freaking sweetener I put in there? And it's getting, ugh. That shit's foul. So much for my refill. I feel like taking it just for the hell of it. Should take it and bring it to a laboratory and find out what the actual F is in it. Tocotrinol. You know how long it took me to learn how to say tocotrinol? And not trip over it? I think people would, I don't know why people aren't being like, your coffee's gross. That's why no one's there. Except me. I'm the only idiot. I mean, who would you complain to? Who would you Karen up? Should I send them an email? Yo, your coffee's gross. I mean, it's literally gross. Look, and I drink coffee from everywhere. I could drink like 2-day-old coffee and it's not gross. What is worse, dealing with attorneys or a crooked casino? The same difference. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, I don't know. What tastes that bad in life? I don't know. Yuck. What else are we talking about? Tocatrino. I was right. I forgot the O, the N, and the O, and the L. Tocatrino. It's good. It's super high power, and it's cool looking too. It looks like chili oil. It doesn't look like standard vitamin E. It's not. It's in a different chain sequence chemically of vitamin E. There's tocophenols and tocotrenols. And tocotrenols is the ones that actually do anything for you. All the shit they sell you in the supermarket is tocotrenols. They don't do shit. Basically, they don't do shit. Maybe help you poop or whatever. Maybe you should give it to the cows. They stop farting. Yeah, it's gonna be bad when they blow that up. The food and beverage director. I gotta look him up on LinkedIn. You can find anyone on LinkedIn. Yeah, I'll look him up on LinkedIn. I'm gonna be like, bro. And I don't even know if they own that place. I gotta look to see what name is on there. What is this shit? Vesta. I mean, this could be anything. Beautiful coffee, Las Vegas. VestaCoffee.com. Oh, we're gonna Google this shit. Vesta coffee. It's probably made out of some freaking Vesta. Oh, it's Vesta, not Vista. Vesta coffee. Can't spell today. VestaCoffee.com. Hey, Bror Fredrik.com. Yeah, so we're gonna have an official Money Talks Raw and Uncensored every freaking week. I'm gonna teach you how to read a stock chart. I think that's where we're gonna start. Oh my God, they have a goddess blend. This is like blended up goddesses. Monte Alba blend. The Goosebump blend. Oh, this is some hippy dippy shit. I get it. They're trying to be all freaking hippy dippy. What else I got? New coffees, new releases. Honey processed Catigua. Loma La Gloria Pama Laka Laka Raka Chaka. Look, the Kenyan, I like African coffee better than freaking any other coffee. I like African coffee the best. And Sumatran coffee. The Duramina La Ethiopian. I like Ethiopian coffee, but they probably fuck it up somehow. The Minor Jesuit Wash Katakatui. What the? Seriously? These... no. The Javier Solis Anaerobic... What? Anaerobic? These people don't know what the hell they're doing. I mean, they're one of these like, oh, look at me, oh, look at me. I can name shit stupid. Oh, no. And it's the only one that in the other place on the other side, they serve the same shit. All right, so they're getting some from, hi, I'm Jared, I'm the founder, blah, blah, blah. I traveled to El Salvador and Costa Rica to connect with my friends. Good for you. Costa Rican coffee is actually pretty good too. Oh, that's where they're getting that anaerobic freaking steroid coffee. Oh, I don't even want to think about this shit anymore. I'm still gonna sip it like 3 or 4 times because I'm freaking addicted like a freak. But all right, let's get out of that. There's like pool tables we could go play over there. But all the cool kids are playing. Should I put a quarter on the side? I got winners. They'd be like, what? East Coast forever. Do-do-do-do. How you doing, Trisha? Low roll to Vegas. Steve Z. Beans that are partially digested and then poop. Yeah, I saw that where they take them freaking like marmot-looking freaking freaky little monkey things and they feed them coffee beans and then they probably fart. They're probably ruining the environment. And then they like re-roast them with like poop on them and stuff. It's like, nah, I'm good. Back out? Oh, bro, you going back out in the heat? Kenyan, yeah, I like African coffee. I don't know why. Sumatran, Ethiopian, Kenyan, what other African coffees are there? They're good. It's just, there's something, it's got that real earthy thing going on. I like the earthy. You know what, unpopular opinion? I don't really like, what do you call it? She saw a camera. How you doing? I don't really like Hawaiian coffee all that much. I had a neighbor who was Hawaiian, and he used to give it to me all the time. And I was like, thanks, I didn't want to like disappoint him and say I'm not. It's weak and sort of flavorless for me. I like bold but earthy, and I just never found any peace, no joy in like Kona coffee and all that other stuff. I know it's expensive too, but no joy to be found there. Like if I blend the crap out of it, turn it into espresso and like, minimal water perhaps, but nah. Nescafe blonde roast dry, freeze-dried espresso. I gotta check that out. That actually sounds good. See ya, Captain Dave. Shout out Deerfield. What's the weather like by you, Steve Z? Jamaican coffee is pretty good. I like Jamaican coffee. My all-time favorite, I think my two favorites are Sumatran and Ethiopian. Given a choice, that's what I would always go for. I still want to drink that, but that is like foul. It's like some freaking stupid hippie coffee. Very weak. Yeah, it's like weak. Like the Lion brand coffee. I don't think I've tried that. He used to bring like Kona coffee and like expensive shit. But he also used to bring me like cool chocolate covered macadamia nuts. Straight from Hawaii. I was just like, yeah, man, he's freaking awesome. So I always bring him cool stuff too. Uh-oh, security heading this way. Dun, 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 dun. How you doing, Sylvia? Lion brand. Lavazzo is good too. I just finished up my Lavazzo. I use that mainly. Can you hear the? Now you can probably hear the music. They're playing Sade. See, I told you it was the vibe they got going on in here. Your love is queen. I can't say the other parts. I'm a dude. You hear that? Crying out for more. Wouldn't you like some chick singing that to you? I'm coming. I'm coming. Sade's my girl. I met her. She was kind of bland. Yeah, she was like bland. Love is good. Like, I moved more than she did on stage. Like, she did a whole concert. I remember going to see her at Westbury Music Fair, and she just stood there in this white dress in front of the microphone stand, and she didn't move, like, the entire night. Like once in a while she did this to get you got to get a note out, so it needed a little like oomph. But other than that, she didn't move. She didn't like sway to her own music, I was just kind of like, I wanted to see her do what I do, Something, nothing. I didn't get no vibes for her. Then we went backstage and met her, and she's just like, hello. I'm like, hello. She was kind of dry. Yeah, Lavazzo is what they have in, Lavazzo, here's the thing with Lavazzo. Lavazzo needs pressure. You can't just put Lavazzo in a drip. You can't put Lavazzo, I don't know what it is. I've tried it so many ways. It has to be under pressure. You gotta pump it in, tap it down, put it in that espresso machine, or you gotta like put like double the amount in a French press and just, you really have to extract it. If you just do it like through a standard drip or whatever, you're not getting any of the flavor. It turns out very weak. Eric. I apologize. Edward loves some crypto. I gotta learn about crypto. I should have got on the crypto before it was like $10 billion a share. How you doing, Alex? Bolo on the guy, talking smack about our coffee. Yeah, good luck with them. I don't care. They can come get me all they want, because I'm sure they have like purple hair and man buns. So I ain't afraid. Based on what I saw, I think they're like too hippy-dippy. Oh, but those people are getting crazy though. They'll smack you upside the head with a skateboard. So should we talk some real smack? It is 83 in Tampa and feels like 90. Yeah, it's probably like humid, right? Ugh. Yeah, I gotta re-trigger chat activities. So, I think we're doomed. Just saying. I think we're doomed. Because, like, are you watching all the states that are okaying that people who are not citizens are allowed to vote this election cycle? Have you seen all the reports of, like, employers coming out and saying, hey, how come all the people who are here to apply for jobs have driver's license and social security numbers, and they've only been in the country for like 30 days? They're all gonna vote. All these people that ran across the border are gonna vote. So I think we might be screwed. I don't think we could overcome what's coming in November. I mean, we all saw what happened with France. You guys been paying attention to France? It's no longer France. Bye, France. Bye, Paris. Bye, Emily in Paris. Your history now. Yeah, UK. Bye, UK. Bye, London. Europe's over. You're a smooth operator. I mean, yeah. So I think we're in the same direction. I think we're doomed. I mean, it's a sad thing to say, but I just don't see how. The only way I think things would change is if, people took like giant pails of water and spilled them in all the election boxes that they're gonna stuff. But that's illegal, and no one would ever do that. But other than that, we're screwed, because combine the cheating that they're already gonna do, plus 30 million newcomers who now have driver's license, and states are passing laws left and right that you can't check for citizenship. I'm quite concerned, because another 4 years of this, I don't know if we could. I think we're doomed. This country's gonna taste as bad as this coffee. How you doing, Steven? Aditya, how are you? Sing it, bro. Your love is good. Talk about a threat to the line. Yeah, I mean, it's even freaking Elon Musk, with the jury's out on him. He's out there complaining like, what is going on here? How? I told you there's an agenda to keeping the borders open. One, it's most likely a freaking peace. I can't say it here. Can't say it here. No, I can't say it. I already said too much. Yeah, it's most likely the last thing people think, the first thing I think of. And on top of that, that's bad. Never mind. It's bad. Oh, I gotta check something real quick. Alright, good. It's bad. And it's not 9 million, but 9 million's enough to sway. So between the freaking cheating and all these people, thank God Florida is still checking. Brother, I wish you could debate you. Yeah, I mean, we'll do it one day. I mean, but, I mean, seriously, do you think people who are not citizens should be able to vote? I mean, I don't. How is that good? How is that? How does that make sense? You know? And who are they're automatically going to vote for the people who let them in. Same like the people on welfare, you know, that's why they do that shit too. I mean, alarmists, yeah, I mean, we are doomed. I believe we are doomed as a nation. We're gonna go the way of France, you know? We are. We're doomed as a nation, should this election not go the right way. I'm not a citizen for not knowing. No, you don't need any vote. You don't need shit here. They send, like last year, I got like 4 ballots in my mailbox. I could have filled them all out if I wanted to. I threw them all out. And I went and voted in person. You know, that's how it works. They send you 20, 30. I mean, there was like, you know, they're on the ground here. Anyone could pick them up, you know, put whatever and stuff it in a ballot box. And yeah, we're a third world country when it comes to our voting process. I mean, how did okay. All right, this guy's leading. Oops, we had a water leak 100 miles away. We have to stop counting. Oh, let's black out the windows. Oh, we started counting again. Come on, that's statistically impossible to happen. We found 200,000 new votes, and there wasn't one for the other guy. I mean, if you believe there was no cheating going on, then I don't know. You have voter IDs in India? Yeah, I mean, that's just normal. Yeah, and the people, they have videos of the cheating that took place last year. Straight up freaking videos. And everyone's like, nah, that's your imagination. It's a freaking video. What do you mean it's my imagination? I filmed it myself. You know, like, nobody cares. Nobody cares because we don't have mean tweets anymore. I mean, they're not even talking about the amount. You know, they have put a lot of Democrats in jail for all the election fraud they committed. They have been doing it, but it's not making the news. Yeah, how hot is it in Vegas today? When I got out of the vehicle, it was 115.1. So, yikes. Yeah, I mean, Greg, yeah, stay positive, but can anyone, okay, all right, I'll challenge everyone. Name one positive thing so far during this administration. Just one. Just one. I'm positive in my life because my life is going to go on. I'm prepared, I'm fit, I'm active, I'm smart. I know how to make money regardless of whether shit's going up, down, or sideways. I'll be fine. But as a whole, as a people as a whole, I think we're pretty bad. You know? Like, man, just one thing. I'm waiting. Like, one thing. Like, okay, Gary, one thing. Name one awesome, wonderful, great thing that's happened in the past 4 years. And that's been brought to be by this administration. Name one. Food prices went down? No. Fuel prices went down? No. The world is less at war? No. Degeneracy is not on the rise? No. Education system is better than ever? No. Social Security's back on track? No. Interest rates are stupid high? No. I can't think of one thing. There's not one frickin' thing except lack of dumb frickin' tweets. And I'll admit, the asshole tweeted dumb shit. But I didn't care about that. You know, my vision's bigger. I can't think of one thing. I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, okay, if you're a supporter, okay, he committed, he did illegal shit to get my student loans forgiven. Yay! He made it available for people to overrun the border and assault our women. Yay! I mean, if that's what you think, I'm not talking about anyone in the audience, I'm just saying in general, the mindset. Alright, here's one. I found something interesting. Let me see if I can dig that up. Let's see if I screenshotted it. No, I didn't screenshot it. They're playing such cool music, I'm digging it. Alright. See, I'm not talking about people like this, because this is just deviance. All right, read that. When you're okay with naked strangers dancing for children, but go apocalyptic when adults pray to God, you're on the side of evil. And we're done pretending any different. We're not talking about that. I'm just saying in general, is the economy better? Is world peace better? Is anything better? You know, even remotely? I mean, both sides are full of shit. What right? Yeah, Roe v. Wade didn't do shit. It gave the power back to the people. I don't understand that. Oh, Roe v. Wade, women's rights. Didn't do anything. It gave you more power. It didn't take away anything. And women fighting, oh my God, I need to kill a baby. Oh, okay. That's what's important to you? How about closing your frickin' legs? It's not a form of birth control. I mean, I'm not pro or con, but I just know for a fact it ain't a form of birth control. And why are you so anxious to frickin' rip unborn frickin' children out of yourselves? That's exciting? That's a right? Ooh, I'm gonna fight for the right to... That's not health care. That's you didn't frickin' close your legs. But you have now the power to do it. It's back in the states where it's supposed to be. Just like every other frickin' thing. The federal government isn't supposed to control everything. The states are supposed to control. You don't like how your state's run? Move to a fucking different state and be done with it. You know, that's how life works. Oh, but a lot of, you know, and then we're going to worry about, but the underprivileged people can't move. Why are you worried about whether an underprivileged person can move or not? You're not in bed with them? Shut up. Stop using them as leverage. Ugh, annoys me. Annoys the hell out of me, but I'm good at the same time. Because I don't care. None of this shit really affects me. It just affects our future. You know, actually it does affect me because I think it's hastening the frickin' return and we'll all get to go out of here. You know, because evil is frickin' so rapidly advancing that the end times have to be soon, you know? And we can get the hell out of here. That's what I'm down for. What the hell are we talking about? But there's nothing. There's not one frickin' thing. What one accomplishment? Name one. one accomplishment of this administration that's better. How is it? But my life is better. Quantify that. For everyone who says my life is better now than under 45, quantify it. Like how? Well, I'm making more money. That, or you know, or Joe sprinkled some frickin' fairy dust on your business. You know, what are we talking about? I just don't get it. The stock market's at an all-time high. Yeah, that's gonna happen with or without interference by the gov. But yeah, I'll agree with that, and you know, I'm profiting off that too. I'm not gonna say no, but I was profiting off of it more under 45. If you're gonna look at it, it stinks in here. Should I take another sip of this crap coffee? Like, is anything fixed? But second-term presidents are always like, but, you know, 4 years is not enough. You know, the second term is really where we're going to do this stuff. We're going to do all the business in the second term. Doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. Each state decides what's appropriate for them. Yeah, and you freaking move. What are we talking about? Giving our oil. Yeah, we gave away all our oil reserves. We gave away billions to the Ukraine. Oh my God. What are we talking about here? Let's go back. God or goddess is... God or godless, that is where we're... Yeah, we're at good and evil right now. It's total good and evil. Nobody's taking rights. I don't understand what rights have been taken away. But see, people don't research. People don't know history. People don't know that, you know, the states should control their own behavior. I don't want the feds controlling everything, you know? But whatever. But you know what? I mean, the women are voting are the ones that are going to put them in office, too, because they're all bent about not being able to freaking have abortions. I never really viewed that as like an important thing. Is that so? Like, how many women out there are having abortions like at that level? You know, is it like, what do you have, like an abortion every freaking month or something? Or is it just like some twisted feminist freaking girl math? Like, I'm never gonna get one, but I just want to be able to. I just can't, I can't fathom that level of like, duh. It's such a rush to end a life. You know, that's what you're fighting for? And the ability to end a life you created? That's what you're gonna get up in arms in and just throw all the other aspects of life down the toilet bowl. You know? Gonna throw away everything. Our economy, our foreign involvement in other countries, whether our kids are taught how to frickin' twerk by men. We're gonna just okay all that. So just in case I ever need an abortion and I need to like rip this thing out of me because I couldn't keep my legs closed, that's what's important. That's why like they didn't want women to vote in the first place. To be perfectly frickin' honest, that's one of the reasons they didn't want women to vote in the first place. I'm not saying they shouldn't, but that was one of the primary reasons why women, it took another 50 years before women got to be able to vote. Because the men will just like, these women are gonna vote with their emotions, not with logic, not with what's good for the country. They're gonna vote for whatever makes them feel good. You know, and sometimes life isn't about your frickin' feelings, you know? Life is about life, not about how you feel. Oh, no, I'm never gonna get an abortion, but I want other women to be able to, so I'm gonna vote to send more money to a foreign country. What? What? That's why women didn't get the right to vote initially, and neither did a lot of men. for that matter, because you got to be a landowner. Duh. Man, there's a lot more to it. Like, that's, suffrages. I studied the whole shit. It's not exactly what you think, you know? Like, when the average man and the average woman got the right to vote, it's very freaking close together. Because not even the average man could vote. All right, ladies, tell you what, you should all get drafted. Every woman should automatically get signed up for the draft. If that's the way we're gonna play it, so why do you get that favoritism? Go on the freaking battlefield and get your freaking legs blown off, just like men do. You know? So you want to be able to vote and equal pay and blah 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 and all this other shit. Go freaking learn how to blow shit up. Go to war. You know, because no guys are doing it. Is Jim West here? I've just seen his name. Is Jim here? Jim. What's up, bro? I haven't seen you in so long. I was just gonna reach out to you tonight and be like, everything cool? So is everything cool, bro? I hope so. I love the woman's right angle. Our body, our choice. Well, what happened with that with freaking masks? They will push the women when it comes to not being able to keep their legs closed, you know, and making babies. Like, they're going out of style with the wrong freaking dude and ended up single mothers, and, you know, now Uncle Sam's my baby daddy. You know, that's different. My body, my choice. Oh, but the mask, no. No, you got to do that. What? What are you talking about? That's some crazy ass shit. Where am I at? I'm at the Durango. We'll walk around in a bit. The pool is that way. That's why you're seeing all the chickadees come out. Let's not forget the destruction of time. Oh my God. You know, we're at the height of degeneracy. How you doing, CC? People were stuck at home when 45 was president. What kind of toilet paper math is that, bro? Who really oversaw the shutdowns? 45? No. That was at the very, very, very end of his administration. He wasn't the dude freaking firing off our military because they refused to get some experimental shit. Oh yeah, how many years did frickin' 45 have the vid, and how many years did 46 have the vid? Put that right there in the comments, and then we'll have that discussion. Oh yeah, the gas was cheap because, oh please. That's funny. When this poopy pants dude came into office, it was $1.79. And now it's friggin' $4.79. How's that Trump's fault? You people do toilet paper math to justify your position. Straight up toilet paper math. It doesn't matter. See, 441 is not good. Anyway, like that's not something to be happy about. Oh, gas is only, it was $1.79 3.5 years ago. The average cost of a home in America was $248,000 4 years ago. Now it's $460,000. The interest rate was 2.9. Now it's 6.7. But of course, that's somehow 45's fault. I mean, why are we proud that gas is only $5? It should only be like $2. We were energy independent. What was the first thing? Okay, 2 things that 46 did when he got it. The first 2 things that MFer did was, I'm sure he's a great guy. I apologize for that. The first thing that this guy did, he removed the protections that were for trafficking in little ones that 45 put in place. One of the first things he did. Why did he have to do that? Why was that important? Is that something all you people are proud of? Yay, my guy removed all the penalties for trafficking in little ones. Doesn't that make you go, I don't care how hardcore, die-hard 46 you are. Doesn't that make you, like, kind of, something's wrong with that? Okay. What's the other thing he did? He shut down the pipeline. Why? Because Warren Buffett paid into the administration $58 million. You know why? Because Warren Buffett has the contract to transport all the oil now on all the frickin' railroads he owns. And now our frickin' gas is through the roof. But I'm the only one who researches stuff, right? Nobody out there could actually take the time to do that. I research stuff. It's Warren Buffett. He owns the frickin' railroads that transport the oil. He closed down that pipeline. You ever see the beauty of the pipeline? The pipeline, everyone's like, oh, the pipeline is destroying the environment. The environment around the pipeline was gorgeous. It was like something out of a movie. Beautiful trees and grass and birds singing. There was no frickin' oil leaks or anything. That was pristine. Now they're putting it back on trains, rolling it through your backyard. Unfrickin' real. What do I think about street performers? They seem to be pretty cool, but the ones in front of Carnival Court are pretty aggressive. How do you do? I try to avoid them at all costs. Like, don't interact with them. Don't even make eye contact with them. I try to avoid them, especially the women. I mean, the dudes don't really bother me, but the women, the aggressiveness of the women, I mean, half the time, you know, they're just scamming you, number one. They usually have someone watching out. Like, there's actually there's been cases where they say, oh yeah, my friend will take a picture with the phone, and then they hold on to the phone like this until you pay them. I mean, you're not obligated to pay them. They're like $5, and they're still holding the phone against their boob. And what are you gonna do, grab the phone from her? No, just steer clear of them. Most of them are they're predatory. Just steer clear of them. Did I enjoy the Grand Prix movie? Yeah, I mean, the Alaska Pipeline picture. All right, want to see what the Alaska Pipeline... Ooh, the evil Alaska Pipeline. Alaska Pipeline. Let's see some images. Wow, it's hard to find images. Ain't that some shit? Okay, there's a picture. I found one. There you go. You are welcome, James. Alright, there's a picture. Does that look like it's destroying the environment? I mean, come on now. It was the first thing he did was shut that shit down and make it available for take away like the major punishments for people who traffic in little ones, or in anyone for that matter. That's an accomplishment. Friggin' Yanks. Yeah, and Bill Bates too. Yeah, remember that woman that she saw some handcuffs on me? Thank God I keep a key handy. Nah, it's plastic. Let's see what else. Nothing worse than a woman yelling, trying to make it. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't get it. Like, when I question people on that, tell me one thing that you're proud of that he did. But it's not a matter of that. See, I think the overwhelming thought is anyone but 45. But if it wasn't 45, it'd be someone else. What if it was Warren Buffett? What if it was anyone, you know, who was America-centric and, you know, all the rest of that? It's just, I don't care what he does, as long as we don't get this guy. That does not, that's almost lunacy. That's self-destructive. That's like, I hate the pilot of this airplane. I hope he has a stroke, and then the plane goes into the mountain. All right, you got your way. You got your way. And now he's gone. But the plane's still crashing into the freaking side of the mountain. So I don't know what the mentality is. I just can't wrap my head around the anything but him. You know what? I mean, honestly, if there was an alternative to 45, I'd be all for it. But there isn't one. If there was someone else, I'd be like, yeah, cool. Because I could look past the personality things. When it's, in my mind, it's policy over personality. That's what should matter. Policy, not personality. You know, and what? Poopy's got better personality? Oh, he's like my grandpa. Yeah, what, like your senile grandpa? What? Oh, well, he knew Corn Pop, and he likes to have little children touch his hairy legs in the pool, in the bad neighborhoods. What? You like his personality better? You like that he like totally dissed that woman and wouldn't even freaking look at her or hug her, one of his supporters in the minority community? He just was like, was that a proud moment? I don't get it. I can't think of one thing. This guy's, I mean, and all the stuff, all the RACIST stuff that he said is all out there. And everyone's just like, anyone but him. Because I don't like mean tweets. He said he's gonna grab that chick by the hoo-ha. So did your dad to your mom. So get over it. Well, I hope he did. What does that have to do with anything? Your brother said it. Everyone's... almost half the population has said that at one time or another. It's not, whatever. So what? Oh, that means he's bad at foreign policy. What? What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, they took away my right to terminate this baby. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. Oh, I gotta get on a plane to do it. Well, keep your freaking legs closed next time. Problem solved. Problem solved. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I've heard women say some outlandish stuff too. It's just like, you know, there's such a double standard, you know? Like, I don't know. We live in a world, like women say there's a double standard. Oh, if a man goes out and bangs 20 women, he's a hero, but if I go out and bang 20 guys, I'm a hoe. Yeah, okay, that's a double standard, yes. You know, okay, we don't want you freaking bathing in 20 dudes' DNA, because you know what? That DNA sticks with you forever. Don't want that in our children. Thank you very much. Science. Trust the science. If a guy does it, yeah, whatever, you know? Anyway. I digress. But God forbid a dude has standards. Oh my God. Oh, I'm not gonna be with a dude who's not making 6 figures and 6 feet tall. Well, I'm not gonna be with a woman who's 5'6" and 600 pounds. How dare you, misogynist? You know, it's crazy. Women have said some wild shit to me in my life, and I was just like, thanks. You know? I was just like, hey, thanks, appreciate that. I turned this one on for you already. Add it to the ambiance. But to make a decision to do a T-chart, positive and negatives, and then what are we talking about here? This who have got to be, who have Christian morals, who have got to be kidding me. Oh, does that mean you have got to be? What's that to do with morals? Like, okay, Franklin. All right. What are we talking? I'm trying to put that into context. Morals. What are we talking about? What's the morality issue that we're talking about here? Not wanting like street women? Is that a morality thing, or is that just like indigenous to most men? I mean, do you date hoes? I'm just like, no. Nah, nasty. So you're like an anti-God person too. Why do people who are like not into God always align with the left? Why is that? That's something I've always kind of like, yeah, I'm into God. I love God. I pray to God. I worship my God. You probably worship your God too. It's just a different one. But it is what it is. You know? Someone before posted that, like Trump, well, he does have a lot of Christian morals. I mean, honestly, he does. I mean, you ever listen to anything that he's spoke on? Have you ever heard any of his speeches, or you just listen to what CNN told you to say? Have you actually ever listened to him speak on his faith? I have. I think it's pretty freaking awesome when it comes to that. Not perfect, but pretty freaking awesome. This is a Christian country. No matter what they try to do to it, it is a Christian country. I pledge allegiance to the flag. One nation, under God, indivisible. I mean, that's what you want to get rid of. You want to get that whole nasty God thing out of there, so you can abort babies after they're born. Is that what it's all about? I don't know. I love God. I worship God. If anyone out there's got a problem with that, then kiss my ass, you know? Because they ain't got to answer to me. You ain't answering to me. You got bigger problems. All right. Let me pose this hypothetical. Let's say, okay, someone out there is like, oh, I don't believe in God. The whole God thing's bullshit. I'm in charge of me. I'm my own authority. I do whatever I want because I'm just cool, but I'm a good person. Blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. I believe that I have to answer to a higher authority at all times for every action that I do, and I temper all that I do according to that. Let's assume you're right. I still lived a good life. I still benefited mankind. I still added my flavor to the world. I did no harm. All right, now let's assume I'm right. And you have that freaking last one, you wake up and God's staring you in the face and he's like, dude, you've been denouncing me your entire life, and here I am. So who wins in the grand scheme of things? Whose belief system ultimately wins? Are you going to be, so if your belief system is when you die, you're going to be eaten by maggots crawling in and out of you till you're gone, and your whole existence is just poof. That's what you're rooting for? No wonder you don't give a shit what happens. And I do. I know there's a better place for me. Call it Valhalla, call it heaven, whatever the case may be. But she knows. You believe that you're just gonna rot, that maggots, like freaking vultures and crows, are gonna pull your body up and eat you and stuff? Is that good? Is that good? Is that what you want for your children? That's the hope you hold out for your generations? Hey, we're all gonna rot in the ground with freaking maggots anyway, so fuck it. What are you rooting for? I prefer rooting for mine, everlasting life. getting to see my loved ones again, you know? Getting to see, like, everything. Getting to see all the mysteries of life, you know? I'm looking forward to it. I'm not in a rush, but I'm looking forward to it. So whose version's better? Who's gonna be more surprised at the very end? Me, if my eyes get eaten by frickin' maggots like everyone else? Or you, when you get to heaven and you ain't part of the club? I think a lot of people are gonna be in some rude ass awakenings. How do we know your belief system works? Because I've seen miracles. I've literally seen miracles. I've had prayers answered. That's how I know it's real. I've prayed for shit and watched it happen. That's all I could say. I've literally prayed for something earnestly and then believed it was gonna happen, and it's happened. And I'm like, thank you, God. Cool hookup. Thanks, Dad. I've seen miracles. I've seen people get healed. I've seen financial miracles. I've seen things that there's no other way to describe except by God. You know, not frickin' hocus pocus, not frickin' Sasquatch, not cosmic frickin' energy, and then literally sitting down and praying, God, this is what I need. You know, I'm your son, you're my father, hook me up, you know? Can't let it go down like this. Poof, done. I've felt it, I've seen it, too big, too much in my life to not believe. I wasn't always believing, but I've seen some stuff. I've seen some powerful, powerful, powerful stuff. And I'll tell you what, if you tried it, if you broke down and tried it, people who don't believe would see it too. What proof? You can't have proof of something until you apply yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna see, you can't have proof of anything without playing the game. How could you say, well, I'm gonna sit on the sidelines and not believe, but I'm just gonna wait for proof that it's real before I do? That's illogical. Even Spock would be like, what up, bro? You know, unless you're playing the game, you're not gonna have the proof. I got the proof because I played the game. You know, if you ain't playing the game, which is your belief system, then what proof are you waiting for, you know? It's not like God's all about the free will. He ain't gonna come to you and be like, we hear you don't believe in me. I'm here to say that I'm real and I'm cool and I want to hang out with you and accomplish awesome things in your life, but you know, let me in, bro. He don't work like that. You gotta accept him. He's already accepted you. You know, he's already accepted you. He's just chilling out, like he's waiting for people to come around. People who don't believe, he's waiting for them to come around. You know, and then it'll like open up all the freaking doors of life and health and prosperity and healing and miracles and freaking amazing stuff. You know, he's waiting on you. You ain't waiting on him. You ain't God, he is. You go to him, he don't go to you. I don't get it. Well, I need proof. Well, isn't that kind of arrogant? If there is a God, if you say there's not, but just open to the possibility that there might be one, wanting him to come to you, isn't that like the height of arrogance? If it's really God, he ain't coming to you. You know? He's not gonna be like, oh please. He's God. You know? So it's like man's arrogance that, you know, people want to people want to bring God down to their level. But here's the thing, man's supposed to be coming up to God's level. You got to get right with God. You know, and then you'll have all the proof you want. Because you know why? Because God digs a cool ambassador. You know? Because you can tell the fruit by the tree. You know? So God wants his people to be prosperous and healthy and wise and all this other stuff as an example. So the people who believe, I mean, okay, granted, there's a lot of fakes out there. You know, all the frickin' Tammy Faye's and that dude frickin' Joel, whatever his frickin' name is. Oh, I'm gonna drive around in these $1 million cars and fuck everyone, you know, who cares? Oh, let me teach the frickin' Bible of prosperity. Oh, say these prayers and give me all your money and you too will have a Ferrari. Fuck him, you know? I mean, I understand that there's a lot of frickin' scammy shit out there. You know, I get it. And a lot of bad has been done in the name of religion. But we're talking about religion, not God. God and religion are two separate things. Religion is man's idea of how God wants to be worshipped. Duh. You know, what? Isn't that the height of arrogance in and of itself? You know, this is how I think. No, I think he wants to be worshipped this way. No, I think he wants to be worshipped this way. No, we take off on Saturdays. No, we take off on Sundays. That's some dumb shit. Religion is some dumb shit. I mean, let's just face it. Has nothing to do with God. God's just sitting there like, he's looking down like, rolling his eyes as we pontificate over, you know, oh, you gotta put some freaking schmutz on your head to go to heaven. What? I was born into the Catholic religion. That's like, what? Oh, the Catholic aerobics are gonna get me to frickin'. I can understand why people like, you know, that shit's nuts. Yeah. Bend, bow, kneel, bow, bend, kneel, bow, repeat after me. And right in the Bible it says you ain't getting to heaven by doing frickin' aerobics. By works. Bend, oh, now, okay, God's gonna forgive you, but you gotta say 10 Hail Marys, 4, somethings and 3 somethings of this. Oh, and toss in one of these for good measure. What? What? I understand the skepticism, because that is freaking nuts. That is nuts. I'll admit it. I grew up in that nutty environment, and then I freaking burnt it, you know? I called them all out on it. And I was like, you know, I was tossed out of Catholic school. I went to Catholic school. I got tossed out, because I was just like, you people are freaking whack. You know, making me do frickin' aerobics. And what is this death cult? And you have a frickin' stained glass death cult going on here. Well, what the hell is this? And they were just like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. And they're like, all the nuns. I'm like, nuns? You know the word nun ain't even in the Bible? What the hell are you? So, don't get me wrong. I get the skepticism. But until, here's the thing. I think I might end it on this because I mean, everyone seems to be on board, but whatever. Yeah, religion, exactly, Gary. Religion is a freaking cult. So is science. Science is a cult. You're 100% correct. Religion is a cult. Abso-freaking-lutely. But religion has nothing to do with God. You know, they're two separate things. They use him as a blanket to get away with all the bullshit. I feel you on that. Green energy is a cult. All this stuff. It's all anything when you have this fervent, you know, that's freaking culty. Yeah. You know, wars have been fought in the name of freaking religion and whatnot. You think God's just like, cool, bro? You know, I get it. I get the skepticism, but it's not about who you join. There's only one thing you need to join, and that's him. It's between you and him. You and him. Not, you don't need, like the Catholic religion, be like, oh, you need this go-between. You need this dude with the freaking neck thing, because you can't talk directly to God or nothing. He only talks to me. And I'd be like, show me where it says that, bro. You know, and they literally kicked me out. You know, I was like, show me where it says that. Prove that to me. Well, you know, you just gotta have faith that I am the mouthpiece of... No. It's you and your maker, and that's it. But here's the thing. There's no atheists in foxholes or deathbeds. See, when my time comes, could be on the way home today, I could care less. Could be in 50 years, I could care less. It doesn't really matter one way or the other, because I have confidence where I'm going, you know? But if the idea that just rotting in the ground is haunting your life, what kind of life is that? The finality of that must be haunting. To just go through life just like knowing you're just gonna cease to exist one day. That's rough. That's rough, you know? And if you're in a foxhole or on a deathbed, you'd probably have a change of heart. You'd throw a Hail Mary out there. Pun not intended. You'd throw a Hail Mary out there. You'd be just like, all right, hey God, just in case you really exist, could you hook a brother up? I'm really not ready to go yet and get my eyeballs eaten out by maggots. Could you hook a brother up? And, you know, then we'll talk after. Right? Tell me I'm wrong. You know? Tell me I'm wrong. Let's all read Ephesians 6:5-8 together. What is that? I'm going to look that up right now. Ephesians 6:5-8. Let's check that out. About the Bible relationships, servants and masters, the passage instructs servants to obey their masters with respect and fear, and to serve them sincerely as they would serve Christ. Slaves, obey your earthly masters in respect and fear, with the sincerity as your heart. Obey them not in which things, but as slaves of Christ, doing the will of God. What's the problem with that? You know, slaves is a translation, right? I mean, you could take it literal, but however, I don't think the Bible was written in English. Just saying. Just saying. So what do you think the word slaves really means? Well, we could find out. How about get a concordance and translate it into Greek Aramaic? Because that's like probably the oldest language the Bible was written in, and find out what the word slaves mean. And then we can talk about that. But to talk about it in terms of the English word of slave, which conjures up, you know, Harriet Tubman and the Underground Railroad, is disingenuous, because that's not the context, you know? Because the Bible was not written in freaking English. It's been translated like freaking 19 different times. The first iteration was ancient Hebrew, and then Greek Aramaic. See, I know shit, but anyway. And it also tells women to obey their husbands, as their husbands obey the Lord. I like that part. It also tells women not to freaking adorn themselves with gold. I don't have a problem with that either. I mean, how much are we going to take literal? What? Wives are supposed to obey their husbands? Yeah, they are. But, just saying. That's a whole nother... It's about submission. See, men were supposed to submit to the will of God, not God himself. Like, we're supposed to submit to his will. Just like a woman is supposed to. She's not supposed to submit to me because I'm so freaking great. She's supposed to submit to my will and trust that I am going to steer this ship in the proper direction for the two of us. So she's submitting to my will, just as I try to submit to the will of God. That's what it's talking about, if you want to know the translation part. It's about submission. that men should submit, but you are not your own master. If you are your own master, then that's awesome, but what's it getting you? If a man thinks he's his own master, what's it really getting you? What is it profiting you to be your own master? Oh, I have freedom to what? Sin? To freedom to what? Freedom to unabashedly do whatever the absolute F I want in life, you know, with no consequence, no judgment, but still be a good person. Only a good person because you haven't been caught in certain cases. Two, I mean, I guess that's cool, but live life without guilt and consequence. I mean, so, honestly, so do I. I don't have any guilt or consequence. I mean, there is consequence to everything. I have no guilt. I don't harbor any guilt. Nobody's guilting me because, quite frankly, I know the difference between right and wrong. And if I don't, I go look it up. You know? Just saying. Why do things stop evolving? Such as, I mean, you know, I believe that evolution is total bullshit, right? So I'm a tough person to ask that. I mean, carbon dating is flawed as fuck. That evolution is a religion in and of it to itself. Every evolutionist has been a mad freaking atheist. If not a basic atheist, but anti-freaking God, because they believe that if you can teach the children that Noah's Ark was total bullshit and make fun of it, then they won't believe anything else. You know, every freaking evolutionist has been a flaming anti-God. So yeah, evolution is total bullshit. It's total. I mean, they find dinosaurs with skin on them still. So how could it be? I mean. Selective breeding? Yes. Evolution? No. Oh, the world was 4 billion. No, it's not. They can't, there's no proof for that. Evolution is a freaking lie. It's almost devilish how freaking lying it is. I'll tell you that much. Evolution. The Church of Evolution. You'd rather believe that, no, okay, this is a magical faith too. Everything came from nothing. One day, 4,000,000.6259 on a Thursday at 2 p.m. years ago, there was nothing. And then now there's everything, came from nothing. That takes that's some magical shit too. I mean, you could believe that, but not that there's actually an intelligence behind everything, aka God, but you could believe that everything came from nothing. No, there was nothing. Nothing was an infinite. And then one day, some magic fucking cosmic sperm, fucking Big Bang, some other magic thing, and suddenly we have freaking cell phones. What? What? That's a leap. How come there's no missing links? How come not one freaking missing link has ever been discovered? Not a fucking one. Where are all these missing links? Nowhere. They don't exist. Where is the half freaking bird, half dinosaur? Doesn't exist. Where is the monkey man? Doesn't exist. Where's any missing link? Does not exist. It's man's interpretation. They only have the most fossils they have of anything is the T-Rex, and there's 15. And from them, they know how they mate. And how big their eggs were, and how long they lived, and what they did with their pork. It's all freaking bullshit. It's all bullshit. They have like one specimen. They find a tooth. Oh, here's a tooth of a specimen from 6 billion years ago. And you know what? It was about 42 feet tall, and it was purple, and it sang songs to kids on PBS. Does anyone believe in this bullshit? It's illogical. It's fucking stupid. It's not just illogical, it's stupid. Oh, we found this little bone fragment, and this came from your ass. What do you mean where it came from? What did it... Oh, well, we speculate from here it had a 17-foot tail. What? And people buy into that crap. Oh, my God. Yeah, you found Barney, yay. But it's so hard. Okay, you could believe that I found a pebble that looks like a tooth, and that's the missing link between me and some prehistoric freaking spermazoa. But you can't believe that there's actually a God that figured all this shit out? Who's more freaking grasping for straws? Who's more grasping for straws? Atheist evolutionists or someone who believes that there's actually a higher intelligence that figured all this shit out? Duh. The human body is an amazing thing. It's got something for everything. It creates its own electricity based on vitamin D, calcium content, zinc. Yeah, that came from nothing. There was no intelligence behind the human body, how digestion works, or nothing else. There's no intelligence whatsoever. Just poof. Okay, if that's what you want to believe, good on you. Oh, jeez. If that's what you want to believe. But, you know, how about God being just like, pow? Makes more sense to me. That's a more logical explanation than, you know, how digestive. Well, no. The electronics that it takes to run your brain and your body and your mouth and every other thing in your... There's no way that could evolve. Like from what? So we evolved I'll keep bringing it out. How come T-Rexes didn't invent cell phones? They had supposedly 145 million years to figure that shit out. How come they didn't develop AT&T? How come they didn't frickin' build spacecraft? They had what? And man, because we had more protein. We had more protein. That's why our brains grew, and now we make frickin' cell phones. Oh, and T-Rexes didn't have protein? They were eating shit left and right. And their brain was still the size of a fucking walnut. The proof against evolution is so strong. It's so strong. It's such bullshit. But it's all about getting people not to believe, especially children. Oh, look at the funny, silly little boat. Oh, there's no way all the animals fit on that silly boat, children. There's no God. Devilish. Devilish. It's amazing. Apparently the moment we can see the spark of life. Yeah. I mean, that's what they're doing with the frickin' collider. They're doing some demonic shit with that collider out there. I hope you guys know that. And the Vatican's involved in it. They're doing some crazy shit in this world. Evolution only works so far. Much is added as... Yeah. I would call evolution selective breeding. You know, if you breed the two biggest dogs, you're gonna get big dogs, you know? And if that cycle continues and you don't introduce a small dog into that cycle, yeah, you're just gonna continually get bigger and bigger. Is that evolution though? Can you say, well, you know, this Saint Bernard evolved into how big it was? No, two freaking big Saint Bernards fucked and they had big kids, and then they fucked and they had big kids too. They didn't evolve. There's no really such thing as evolving. It's a way of explaining selective breeding. People don't like the idea of selective breeding. Selective breeding, people selectively breed. They just don't like to admit it. Oh, but they couldn't have fit all those animals on the ark. Well, first of all, the ark was like the size of a frickin' aircraft carrier. Duh, you can go see the replication of it. And he didn't have to. Oh, but you know how many just in the dogs there are? That there's no way they could have fit every dog in the frickin' ark. Every genus, not every species, every genus. So 2 dogs, and man did the rest. Man has been creating species of dogs, breeds of dogs ever since. You only needed 2. didn't need 2 Dobermans, 2 Chihuahuas. Men made those. I mean, think bigger. Genus. So 2 horse-like animals. Didn't mean 2 horses, 2 donkeys, 2 zebras, 2. No, those figured their own shit. Anyway, this is an interesting conversation. We're all crazy, bro. We're all crazy, and I love you too. You know, despite it all. See, that's the thing. You know, you're still my brother. You know, and what somehow, some way, we are gonna catch up past this life. Because I'll tell you what, bro, you ain't going in the ground and no freaking maggots are gonna eat your eyes. There ain't no finality to your life, because your life is bigger. You're too loved. You're too valuable in this world. You might not see it. You might not believe it. But I'm going to see you in the afterlife, and we're going to hang out and party, and we'll sit back and we'll laugh about the whole shit, you know? That's just the way it is, you know? If I got anything to do with it. Yeah. Anyway, arc theory. Arc theory is pretty intense. Evolution theory is wild. It's all freaking wild, but it spells it out biblically. You know what? You know how big it was and how wide. It just makes sense. You know. I mean, it makes more sense than. Okay, why do they find fish on the top of mountains? What could it possibly explain that? A great flood? Great flood. Grand Canyon, great flood. Evolution? Oh, Pangea and the possibly, but it happened like that. Bang. But the science, but see, science is a religion, so is evolution. You know, and and evolution is just, it's a stretch too. You know, there's too much proof against it. Just show me a missing link. Show me a missing link, and I'll be just like, all right. Oh, well, we found this. You know how many dinosaurs? I mean, you're talking to a person who grew up dinosaurs. I mean, it was, there she is, ladies. Solid size 0, Kim say hello to us. What were we talking about? You know how many, I've studied dinosaurs. You know what? Through the study of dinosaurs and evolution, woke me up to the fact that there's a God. I believed in dinosaurs, and I studied them as a child into my adulthood, and it was a thing I couldn't reconcile my brain. I couldn't wrap my brain around. I was always like making excuses, like, well, maybe like in between the 6th day and the 7th day, you know, maybe there was like 2 billion freaking years, and that's when the dinosaurs chilled out and whatever, blah, blah, blah. I tried to rationalize it, but just like a roulette table, bro, zeros and double zeros. It just doesn't, it didn't add up. It stopped adding up because I found out, like all these things. This is what a Plachiodormosaurus was. Well, we found this bone, and then we found 2 of these, and we decided that it was 5 feet tall, 7 feet wide, 8 bananas, and had a tongue. That's dumb. And the amount of dinosaur fossils that are fake is astronomical. Most of the shit in the museums is fake, or they're a jambalaya of many put together to try to justify what they're doing. I mean, the more I found out, I mean, I really wanted to be like I didn't think I could make money at it, but you know, I love paleontology. It's freaking awesome. But holy cow, the amount of fraud and scam and delusion and make-believe that takes place in there is outrageous. And it's bought like truth, you know? Sadly, we buy it hook, line, and sinker because they're the experts. What do I know? I barely know how to type. But they're the experts. Experts are bullshit. Expert liars is more like it. Got all the electricity. we ate fish on the... but did we grab them and like how did we get up there and ate them? And then they fossilized and it's too... I mean, they find dinosaurs with skin on them. They don't want to tell you about it, but they actually have skin. Maybe some fish evolved. Yeah, but where's the... Okay, maybe some fish evolved to use their tail as a leg. Like they say whales once walked and then they decided, nah, this ain't cool. I think we want to chill out in the ocean and dive and have a fucking blowhole. Where's the proof of that? There's no proof whatsoever that whales ever walked. Oh, well, see this one little bone here? That's the vestigial piece of a 7-foot leg. What? Yeah. The whole, it's evolution, especially with dinosaurs, is frickin' fantasy land. You could say whatever you want. I mean, there's no proof. There is no... See, if it took 70 million years for the whale who was walking down the beach to be like, you know what? I want to swim. It wouldn't happened overnight, just one day, like it's magical, you know, boom. Genie came out of a bottle, granted the fucking thing a wish. No. So that would have taken millions of years. That would mean there'd be hundreds of these transitional fossils. Like big old freaking legs, then they're a little smaller, then they're a little smaller, but they got fins. I mean, there's no missing links to substantiate any of these theories or any of these claims. Darwin knows it, and Darwin was a total asshole. Go study him. He thought anyone but freaking white people was like a different race. That's how bad he was. That guy was evil. Freaking like the Godfather, he was evil. You know, he was not a good person. What other proof is there? I don't know. Whatever. Interesting conversation. Alright. Santa Claus. the Santa chloropod, the Santa chloratopsis. You know, it's about the same thing. Yeah, dinosaurs probably tasted like chicken. Your ancestors were cage cleaners in the ark. You guys are funny. I have fun doing this. I hope you did too. I mean, again, it's my opinion, but I have conviction behind it. I guess pool time is over. Whatever. Happens to chicks in the pool. They not allow dudes in this pool? Well, there goes some dudes. You should be with the chicks. What the hell? Go sail on. Anyway. Alright, people. I'm gonna get going. Let me check Super Chat activities. I do not want to not thank anyone. Thank you, the Mighty Bull, for the 5 Bananamas, and Chris Knapp, and Frank for the 10. that will cover my gas getting home. So that is freaking awesome. It's Shark Week. Shark Weeks are cool. Dinosaurs probably did taste good. I don't know. I think it's good. Dinosaurs are keto. I would have ate one. All right, people. I hope you had fun. They're starting to like crank the music up even louder, so I hope we don't get spankoled. And we'll figure out something good to do tomorrow. I don't know when exactly. I got to do a little recon for Mirage, but I don't really give a shit. You know, I want to walk through it just for posterity's sake. They kick us out, they kick us out. I don't care about the music either, because it's freaking history, you know? What's dinner for tonight? I don't know yet. I ate a pound of bacon and a quarter pound of cheese and a little bit of peanut butter for lunch. It was good. Ever since I figured out how to make those like bacon, cheese, and a piece of bacon, and I eat it. It's like the best freaking sandwich. Kicks the shit out of an Egg McMuffin. Anyway, I love you guys. I love all of yous. Regardless, we're all one. Just one love, you know, one people, and we're allowed. You know what? Guess what? I got a secret for you. We're allowed to talk about this stuff. It's okay to have conversations like this. It's okay, you know. We have to have more of them, but we have a ton of them over on brorfredrik.com. Gary, you should join us over there, bro. I think I did send you an invitation. I think I even sent you like a free month or so, too. Oh, speaking of Gary, another great chat. I love you, bro. I do appreciate that. Thank you for the 20 Bananamas. And I will see you guys. This smell in here, it's like, it's all in my upper freaking lungs. Where's my lungs right there? I can feel it like right here. We'll figure something cool out to do tomorrow during this crazy heat wave. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell button to get notified when we do this again. No, for you new people, this isn't the standard fare for what we do. But sometimes it is, especially when it's 115 out and we just sit here and whatever comes up, comes up. And I do it 5 times a week. And go check me out on brorfredrik.com and all the stuffs. And I love yous. And on that note, let me stand up. Bror Fredrik out. Oh.